There will be a new president in 2017, January. You're, some would say, the most skilled student of American politics. Why do you think Hillary Clinton is having a tougher time than many imagined? The lead in the national polls has narrowed. Iowa and New Hampshire seem tough.
Well, I think you know why. I think you know why. In 1992, I received a call in '91, before I started running for president, from the Bush White House, from a man I did. He said, "We've looked at the field. You're the only one that can win. The press has to have someone every election. We're going to give them you. You better not run." So all of a sudden, something nobody thought was an issue, Whitewater, that turned out never to be an issue, winds up being a $70 million investigation, and all the hammering happened, and you ask voters, do you really believe this? This amounts to anything? No. But do you trust him as much? No. There must be something. So this is just something that has been a regular feature of all of our presidential campaigns, except in 2008 for unique reasons. So ever since Watergate, something like this happens. And so I'd rather it happen now than later. And it was always going to happen. The other party doesn't want to run against her, and if they do, they'd like her as mangled up as possible. And they know that if they leak things and say things, that is catnip to the people who get bored talking about what's your position on student loan relief or dealing with the shortage of mental health care, or what to do with the epidemic of prescription drugs and heroin out in America, even in small towns in rural America, or how are you going to get jobs in the coal country given how much they've lost in the last 20 years. So that just happens. It always happens. We're seeing history repeat itself, and I actually am amazed that she's borne up under it as well as she has. But I have never seen so much expended on so little. And, you know, the difference is now, you know, when it happened before, nobody knew anything about land in Arkansas, so I didn't have many defenders. There have been a shocking number of really reputable press people who have explained how you can't receive or transmit classified information, how the government has no central authority for classification, that defense, state, and the intelligence agencies have their own. I mean, there have been a lot of really fine things. It's just that they don't seem to show up on television very much, and it is what it is. But I think she went out and did her interviews, said she was sorry that using her personal email caused all this confusion, and she'd like to give the election back to the American people.